Age has never been a reason to give up on a dream, unless you are the one giving up on yourself. If today you feel like you have gone too far down a different path, already have a stable job but no longer feel happy, if somewhere deep inside you still hold a dream buried since childhood, then this story will speak to you. This is not the tale of a young man breaking through right from the starting line. This is the journey of a man who spent more than 25 years of his life in an auto repair shop, and then, at the age of 51, put on a white coat for the very first time and became an emergency room doctor. And I promise you, by the end of this story, you will believe that it is never too late to start again. Carl Allamby grew up in a poor neighborhood where dreaming of becoming a doctor sounded like some far-off fairy tale. His family had no means, and no one around him had ever gone into medicine. As a boy, Carl dreamed of saving lives wearing a white coat, but reality forced him to turn down a different road. Because of financial pressure, Carl started working as an auto mechanic, a job he took just to make a living. But with hard work and a sharp business mind, he quickly opened his own garage, then added 2 more branches, along with a towing service and used car sales. People looked at Carl and thought, he has already made it. Yet behind the profit numbers and the newly repaired cars, Carl felt empty. Every day he did his job well, but in his heart, a question echoed relentlessly. Am I going to live like this for the rest of my life? The dream from his childhood was still there, faded but never fully extinguished. And then, a chance encounter lit the fire again. A science class in his final business course at college awakened that old passion. A professor saw the spark in his eyes and encouraged Carl to seriously consider medicine. In that moment, Carl knew he could no longer ignore the voice calling from his heart. In 2015, at the age of 44, Carl made a decision that shocked many people around him. He gave up his entire auto business that had supported his family for 25 years to start again from zero, chasing the dream of becoming a doctor. Not everyone has the courage to trade a stable life for an uncertain journey. But Carl knew that if he did not do it now, he might regret it for the rest of his life. He prepared himself with 2 things: the savings from years of hard work and the unwavering support of his wife, the woman who never once doubted his decision. I have always believed in you, she told him. That belief became the guiding light through his darkest days. Entering medical school, Carl quickly realized it was like learning a brand new language. Hundreds of medical terms, hours-long lectures, and back-to-back exams sometimes brought him to the edge of exhaustion. Most of his classmates were decades younger, with quick memories and boundless energy, while he struggled to keep up. Many nights after everyone at home was asleep, he sat at his desk until 2 or 3 in the morning, his eyes burning, but his hands still turning the pages. Leaving the auto shop was not just a change of career. It meant letting go of a part of himself he had known for nearly half his life. Yet surprisingly, the skills from his old job, diagnosing problems, analyzing complex systems, working meticulously under pressure, became priceless assets in his new career. And then, after 4 relentless years in 2019, at the age of 47, Carl walked across the graduation stage wearing the white coat he had dreamed about since childhood. In that moment, he was not just a doctor, he was living proof of a simple truth. If your heart is still burning, age cannot extinguish a dream. Today, at the age of 53, Carl Allamby is an emergency physician at the Cleveland Clinic, one of the most intense and high-pressure environments in the medical field. Every shift, he faces life-and-death situations where every second counts. But it is also where he feels most alive. What I love the most, Carl shares, is being there when someone is going through the worst moment of their life and helping them piece things back together, bringing hope back to them. Interestingly, even though auto repair and medicine seem worlds apart, all those years diagnosing and fixing broken cars had trained his analytical thinking, his patience, and his steady hands, all essential in the ER. He often jokes, "Back then, I fixed engines. Now, I fix people." Despite his busy schedule, Carl still lives by the principle of one day at a time and keeps a positive outlook. As the father of 4 children and the grandfather of a little one, he never lets work steal the precious moments with his family. Not even the evenings he spends taking dance classes with his wife. If someone asks him for the secret to daring a midlife change, Carl simply smiles and says, "You are never too old to start a new chapter. Age is just a number. The only thing that can stop you is you." Carl's story is not just about changing careers. It is a reminder. Do not let your dream be buried under the dust of safety. If your heart still calls to you, take the step, no matter how late the road begins. Carl Allamby knows well that big changes in life are never easy. He had to accept starting from scratch, competing with younger peers, enduring financial strain, and giving up the stability he had. But every challenge taught him one thing. Perseverance is not about enduring forever. It is about moving forward even when you cannot yet see the light at the end of the tunnel. He reminds himself that every journey is built step by step. Today you finish a lesson. Tomorrow you read another chapter. Then a week, a month, a year, and all of it adds up to take you to your destination. For Carl, change was not a giant leap. It was thousands of small, steady steps toward his dream. He wants his story to be a mirror for anyone feeling stuck. He says, "And if you feel your heart still longs for something, do not let fear or age hold you back. People will doubt you. There will be times you doubt yourself. But remember, every single moment you are still alive is a moment you can change your life." And he leaves one last message, not just for his patients, but for anyone hearing his story. You do not need to see the whole road before you start walking. Just trust the next step and keep going.